Welcome to Anna's Aqua Home. We are going to jump right into a project today. I am going to start with a whole bunch of 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares. I've got this whole box left over from a quilt, and so this is what I'm going to be using. So if you don't have any 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares, definitely go ahead and cut those out to start with. We are going to be making a scrappy patchwork draft stopper. This week there's so much cold and snow and ice going over the whole US. I thought this would be a great time to go ahead and make one of these projects using up some scrap I had. I've got some rice that I'm going to fill in it, and this will be great on an outside door or even a door that just doesn't get used a whole lot. So let's get started. So I don't want to use a lot of the white ones because it will be on the floor. So I'm going to be going more for these that have a lot of this teal color. And there are some different ones. I think maybe like 5 or 6 different patterns. I don't know how many patterns I have in here. It's just a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to pull some out, and the door jamb that I'm making, a door is usually 30 inches wide. So that means I need 15 for the front, and then we're going to repeat that 15 for the back. So I'm going to need about 30 squares, and we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to make this really scrappy. I'm not even going to look at the beginning. I'm just going to start putting them and sewing them together and get 2 long 30-inch wide strips that are 2.5, and then once it's sewn out, it'll be 2-inch wide. And what I'm doing is called chain piecing. So you've got all of them. You basically start, and you don't stop and start after each one and clip it off. You're going to go ahead and just match up a whole bunch of them and then sew them in a big long line. And then you can come back and clip them once they're done. But this saves a lot of thread because you're not stopping and pulling the thread out each time. You're just chain piecing and going through. All right, so I've got a stack of 2s that I did, and then I did 2 sets of 3 because I'm going to have them 15 wide. So now it's just a matter of laying them out. You could certainly iron. These have been in a box for a while, so I have not ironed them in a while, but you're just going to play around with the different arrangement, get 15 wide, and then we're going to start sewing them together. So this is going to be a really scrappy look. I don't want really any rhyme or reason. Here are 2 long strips. Now, if you wanted to make a doorstop without all the patchwork, you could certainly just cut 2 strips that were 2.5 by 30.5 inches. You don't have to do the patchwork, but I thought this would be really cute as a doorstop. I had the squares to do it, so that's why I went ahead. But if you wanted to just use one solid, just jump ahead just to this part where you've got 2 long pieces. Next, we're going to put them together, and we're going to start at one end, and we're going to sew all the way down this side and back, but we're going to leave that one side open. We are not going to sew on one of the very, very short ends. So both long ends and the short end together. I'm going to do a big U, go down that way and back. As I'm going, I am sandwiching the 2 seam allowances in opposite ways. So I'm going to go like this, line them up, and make sure that as it goes, the seam allowance on this back side points that way, and then the seam allowance on the top points this way. So as I'm going, I'm just checking, making sure they're pointing the right way. It'll be more bulk if they're both pointing the same way, which would be fine for a doorstop, but usually for a quilt, you want to make sure that they go opposite ways. All right, now as we go down the other way, this the bottom seam allowance will be pointing this way. So we'll pull that this way, and then this seam allowance will be pointing up. All right, I've got my long piece here. I'm going to trim off the threads. I have a chopstick that I'm going to use to turn this right side out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we're just going to push it through. Because we sewed one side of it, it is going to be a little bit easier to turn out. How pretty and cute is that? Our patchwork doorstop. Now we just need to go fill it with some rice. So I'm going to go grab some rice, and I'll be right back. All right, here's my bag of rice, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, if you had a funnel, this would definitely make things go easier, but because I don't, I'm going to just use a spoon and fill my little doorstop. I feel like this is going to make a mess. Maybe I need a smaller spoon, but I'm just going to do little bits to fill up my whole doorstop. This will help make it heavy and give it that weight to really seal up those drafts in front of the door. All right, well, that was making such a mess. I'm going to go ahead and make a funnel just from some paper, some cardstock that I have, and I think this will make it a lot easier. I could probably even pour it directly into this bag. All right. All right, the very last step, now that it is full of rice, is to go ahead and close the end. And I'm just going to do that by folding it in, folding it over, and then sewing right across there. And here we go. This is our completely finished draft stopper. I think it's the perfect size to fit up close. I wasn't sure about how wide it needed to be, but that I guess it was 4 inches around, 4.5 with seam allowance. Turned out really, really well. So I love the patchwork look. So it's 30 inches wide, which is exactly what I need for my door. So now I'm going to go put it by my door and stop the drafts in my house. Thanks so much for coming along with me today. I hope you enjoyed this quick, small project, and stay warm in this next week.